This might be the final bait for retail to go all into the markets. If you go back in time, the markets usually do an amazing run up before giving it all back suddenly. So today we will go through some charts, maybe show you some past history. Right now we're looking at the S&P 500. You guys just put in this giant candle all the way up here. You guys are up 1.39%. Beautiful. You guys love that. You guys have been running up for a very, very long time, which is not so good. So this is just a retail bait being put in. If you guys know this channel, you guys know that you usually give this back, maybe some extra change later if you look at silver, for example. So right here, you guys have a giant jump up. You guys can just look at all the charts today. They all jumped, except for oil. Oil didn't jump. That one actually went kind of flat a little bit down. We won't go over that. But this is what it did today. Now let's go back to see what it did previously last time we had this. So we'll show first example. I'll probably show 3 examples. This is October 21st. You guys had this sweet run up. If you guys actually measure this from bottom to top, you guys ran up a total of 9.37%, about 10%. And then if you look to the right of the chart, it went sideways, and then you gave it all back. That is what you can expect. Let's go over another example. Here's another example. This is 2020, right before the crash. You guys had an amazing run up. If you go ahead and measure this bottom to top, I'm not going to do wicks. I'm just going to go off the bodies. About 20%, about. And then right after that, you guys gave it all back very fast. It just crashed. But you guys are like, Gordo, that was because we were in the pandemic. Nobody could move around. Keep in mind, your stock market is like the last guy to the party when it comes to representing the economy. If you guys want to see economy, look at loan defaults. Look at credit card problems. Look at people maxing out their credit cards, repos. Look at those instead. Those are better. You guys can also look at Home Depot. When that one goes down, it means people aren't buying or building. So the market's got to catch up to that because people aren't buying or building. So it eventually shows up because this is, keep in mind, the last guy to the party. Here's another one. I just came across it, but you guys were back in 2017 to about 2018. You guys had a beautiful run up. If you go bottom to top, about a 20% gain. Looks like we get 20% gains around here a lot. And then you guys quickly gave it back. And then here, because you're above the 200-day moving average, you actually stayed above it and kept going. The other ones, not so much. Here's another one. This is back 2010. Yeah, about 2010. You guys had 08 over here, 08, 09. If you scroll back a little bit, it's like somewhere in there. And then over here, 2010. You guys had a sweet run up. If this is 20% again, I'm going to be happy because it's just 20 and 20. Yeah, close enough. But it was 16%, and then you guys gave it all back. So overall, if you notice this pattern that I'm trying to show you, you guys have a giant run up. Beautiful. It brings everybody in. See these jumps in here? Those are the types of moves that pulls all of retail in. And then it goes, woo, bye-bye, you're going to go down. And then it goes under the 200, and then you struggle to get back above it. That is what you are going to most likely see coming up. And just because I want to, because it looks like it's trending, we'll measure from bottom to top on the candles. Looks like we're up 16.16% on this run up. This is one of those moves where it pulls in everybody. But as I just showed you, multiple examples, when it does this, it gives it all back. But Gordo, don't complain to me because Gordo will not really answer that. You got to keep watching these videos. If you're new, I don't blame you. But the predicted destination to when this has a pullback is going to be your 200-day moving average right there. That is going to be most likely where you land. And with that, hopefully you guys didn't buy in because you're buying in at the very top. And I will see you guys again Friday. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and comment something. I want to hear from you guys.